Hello friend, myself Professor Burejke. Today we learn new topic angular momentum or moment of linear momentum. Let's talk about angular momentum. The quantity in rotational mechanism analogous to linear momentum is angular momentum or moment of linear momentum. It is similar to the torque being moment of a force. If p bar is the instantaneous linear momentum of a particle undertaking a circular motion, its angular momentum at that instant is given by this become here L bar is equal to R bar into P bar, where R bar is the position vector from the axis of rotation. In magnitude, it is the product of linear momentum and its perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. According to definition, this become in mathematical form here L is equal to P into R sin theta, where theta be the smaller angle between the direction of P bar and R bar. The expression for angular momentum in mathematical form of a angular momentum L is equal to I omega is the analogous to the expression P is equal to mv of linear momentum if the moment of inertia capital I replaced by mass, that is capital M, which is its physical significance. And next topic we can discuss here expression for angular momentum in term of momentum of inertia. Expression for angular momentum in term of moment of inertia. See this figure, a body in a nth particle. Consider this figure. Consider a rigid object rotating with a constant angular speed. Suppose this constant angular speed is omega about an axis perpendicular to the plane of vapor. Let us consider the object to be consisting of n number of particles of masses. Consider here m1, m2 up to mn at a respective perpendicular distance. This respective perpendicular distance, this become r1, r2 up to rn from the axis of rotation. As the object rotates, all these particles perform uniform circular motion with the same angular speed. This angular speed consider as a omega but with different speed. According to this different speed, we know that here the relation between linear speed and angular speed, this become v is equal to r omega. According to this, for linear velocity or linear speed of a first particle, this become v1 is equal to r1 omega. For second particle, linear speed become v2 is equal to r2 omega. Up to nth particle, linear speed this become vn is equal to rn into omega. Consider equation number first here. Direction of individual velocity v1, v2 up to vn are along the tangent to the irrespective track linear momentum of the first particle is of magnitude, this become according to linear momentum, according to linear momentum, this definition become p is equal to p is equal to mv. For first particle, linear momentum of the first particle of magnitude, there is a linear momentum consider here p1. Corresponding particle is mass of this particle m1 and linear speed, this become v1. Hence here p1 is equal to m1 v1. Consider equation second here. But here v1 is equal to r1 omega, then we get here equation number second become here p1 is equal to m1 r1 omega, because v1 is equal to r1 omega. Its direction is along that of v1, and consider this equation number here 3. p1 is equal to m1 r1 into omega. Consider equation number 3 here. Next, its angular momentum become here L1 is equal to P1 R1. Then angular momentum here L1 is equal to M1 R1 into R1 omega. Consider here magnitude only. Then R1 into R1, this become R1 square. Then above equation we can write here L1 is equal to M1 R1 square into omega. Consider equation number 4th here. Similarly, we can write equation for second particle L2 is equal to M2 R2 square into omega, and for nth particle Ln is equal to Mn Rn square into omega square. Consider equation second here. Consider equation here, equation 5th here. For a rigid body with a fixed axis of rotation, all these angular momentum are directed along the axis of rotation, and his direction can be obtained by using right hand thumb rule. As all of them have the same direction, their magnitude can be algebraically added. Thus, the magnitude of angular momentum of the body is given by here. We can write this equation L is equal to L1 plus L2 plus up to plus Ln. The magnitude of angular momentum of the body is given by here L is equal to L1 plus L2 plus Ln. Put equation 4 and equation 5th in equation 6. We can put this value here. L is equal to L1, this become M1 R1 square into omega. Value of L2 is M2 R2 square omega, and value of Ln, this become Mn Rn square into omega. Put this equation in equation number 6. We can write here another equation L is equal to M1 R1 square omega plus M2 R2 square omega plus up to plus Mn Rn square omega. Then we can write here M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square plus up to plus Mn Rn square. Here omega is a constant term, take outside the bracket here. Therefore L is equal to I into omega square, where I is equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus up to plus mn rn square is the moment of inertia of the body about the given axis of rotation. We can ask question in this topic: define angular momentum of a rotating body, or obtain an expression for an angular momentum of a rigid body rotating with uniform angular velocity. In this way, we complete here expression for angular momentum in the term of moment of inertia. This become L is equal to I into omega square. Then next topic, expression for torque in term of moment of inertia. Firstly, we can discuss here what is meant by torque. The ability of a force to produce rotational motion is measured by its turning effect is called as moment of force, or it is also called torque. Repeat again, definition of a torque: the ability of a force to produce rotational motion is measured by its turning effect is called moment of a force or torque. We can derive here expression for torque in term of moment of inertia. See this diagram. Expression for torque. Consider a rigid object rotating with a constant angular acceleration. Suppose this constant angular acceleration is alpha here, about an axis perpendicular to the plane of paper. Let us consider object to be consisting of n particle of masses. We can consider here m1, m2 up to mn at respective perpendicular distance. Here r1, r2, rn from the axis of rotation. As the object rotate, all these particles perform circular motion with the same angular acceleration. This is the angular acceleration. We consider here alpha, but with different linear, or we consider here tangential acceleration. We can write here the equation: A is equal to what? R into alpha here. This is a relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. Then we can write here for first particle, second particle up to nth particle. This become A1 is equal to R1 alpha, A2 is equal to R2 alpha, An is equal to Rn alpha. Consider equation number first here. Force experienced by the first particle is given by F1 is equal to m1 a1, but a1 is equal to r1 alpha. Then we can write here f1 is equal to m1 r1 alpha. Consider equation number first here. Similarly, for second particle, this force experienced by the second particle, this become F2 is equal to m1 a2, this become F2 is equal to m2 r2 alpha. And for force experienced by the nth particle, this force become here Fm is equal to Mn into An is equal to Fn is equal to Mn Rn into alpha. As these forces are tangential, the irrespective perpendicular distance from the axis are r1, r2 up to Rn. Thus the torque experienced by the first particle is of magnitude. We can write this equation according to definition of torque. This become F tau is equal to what? F into R. According to this definition, tau 1 is equal to F1 R1. Consider equation number 3rd. Put equation 2nd. In equation 3rd, we get here tau 1 is equal to M1 R1 alpha into R1. Multiplication tau 1 is equal to M1 R1 square into alpha. Consider equation number 4. Similarly, for second particle and nth particle, this tau become tau 2 is equal to m2 r2 square into alpha. Consider equation number 5th. And for nth particle, tau n is equal to mn into rn square into alpha. Consider equation number 6 here. The rotation is restricted to a single plane. Direction of all this torque are the same, and along the axis, the magnitude of the resultant torque is given by, this become a resultant torque here. Tau is equal to tau 1 plus tau 2 plus up to tau n. Consider equation number 7. Put equation 4, equation 5, equation 6. In equation 7, we get here tau is equal to m1 r1 square alpha plus m2 r2 square alpha plus up to plus mn rn square alpha. Then we take here tau is equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus up to plus mn r1 square. Here in outside the bracket, here alpha, we can write here tau is equal to I alpha, where I is equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus up to mn rn square is the moment of inertia of the object about the given axis of a rotation. Equation number 8 gives the expression of a torque in terms of moment of inertia. Note here, the relation tau is equal to I alpha is analogous to F is equal to ma for the translational motion. If the moment of inertia capital I replaced by mass, that is capital M, which is the physical significance. In this way, we complete expression for torque in term of moment of inertia. Some question asked in this topic, derive expression for a torque in term of moment of inertia. You can derive this equation, tau is equal to I alpha. Today we complete this topic, angular momentum, its definition. Next one, expression for angular momentum in term of moment of inertia. This become L is equal to what? L is equal to I into omega. And next expression for angular momentum in term of moment of inertia. And last expression for a torque in term of moment of inertia. In this way we complete this topic. Today we stop here. Thank you.